I got to ask you, like, it has felt like a bad run for the Cowboys, really, since that playoff loss. It's like now there are questions about the roster builds. Mari Cooper things are going on. Lyle Collins. You had the Rich Dalrymple story that runs about the settlements. You had the Jerry Jones story that runs about this woman that says that Jerry Jones is her father. There's like a sort of a mixture of football and real life stuff going on around this organization. And then the Randy Gregory thing happens. Feels like it's been a pretty bad end for the Cowboys from that playoff loss on. It's just been a whole mixed bag of crap.
Last year before the draft, on our show, we did a one about who are the best drafting teams of the last 5 years, 10 years. And just how much surplus value did you create compared to where your picks were in the draft? And the Cowboys were up near the top. I think they were in the top 3, which obviously makes a lot of sense, right? If you get a starting caliber $40 million quarterback in the 4th round, it's going to propel you up pretty high. But even beyond that, look at the comp pick list that came out today. If you look at the teams that have gotten the most comp picks since 1994, Baltimore's number 1. It's not surprising at all. It's how they operate. Dallas is number 2. And if you look at the way they've drafted and the amount of players that they've gotten in-house and developed over the last 5 years or so, I think that at the end of this season, when you saw Jerry's always just crestfallen every single time they lose a game. But when you heard him after that game and the mood he was in, just what he was presenting, it felt like he knew they missed an opportunity with this team specifically. Yep. When you stumble into a defense like the one they had, defense isn't sticky. You need to take advantage of those lightning in a bottle moments defensively. And they got that with this team, with Michael Parsons, with everything. Randy Gregory being on the deal he was on instead of a $14 million a year extension. Like, those moments are important. And it feels like that's one of many kind of sliding doors moments, missed opportunities they've had over the last 5-7 years. When Dak was making $400,000 a year and he was the quarterback, that is a missed opportunity. Every single time they get a chance, it feels like they get sabotaged for one reason or another. And I think in my mind, it is a disconnect between the quality of the coaching in that building often and the quality of the roster. That to me has been the most noticeable thing that's held them back over this entire stretch.